Hassan Lok Sabha constituency is seeing one of the most interesting election in this Lok Sabha, and this is considered a JDS bastion and also a stronghold of former Prime Minister Mr. Deve Gowda. I'm joined here by Prajwal Revanna, who's been the lone MP from the JDS from this seat seeking a re-election. Thank you so much for joining us here at CNN News 18. My first question is, how do you see you were the lone MP from here. How do you see your performance? Are you happy with what you've done in the last 5 years?
Of course, I'm happy with my performance today, because when I go to the ground level, the people are really happy about the work that I've done. From last 5 years, I've got almost about 15,500 crores from the central government, and that's an achievement, because sitting on the opposite side and getting about 15,500 crores for my constituency, and developing on the connectivity, developing on the hospitality, developing on the development towards the education. So the people are really happy on the interest of what I've done right now, and especially moreover, the biggest achievement that even the people are talking today is Mane Mane Gange. That means through JGM and NVS, what we have done is we have selected all the villages in my district, in my old constituency, and we have taken source from Hemavati, and we have given fresh water, drinking water to each houses through pipeline. So these are one of the most popular events that I have done actually. So when it comes to development, they're really happy about my development. And when it comes to approaching, and when it comes to me being in the constituency and being there for them every day, taking their blessings, or maybe even working for them, they're really happy with all the considerations when you take. The situation is really good in the Assam.
But this time, when this contest that you're seeing now, your direct contest is against Shreyas Patel Gowda. Now, this family history, where his grandfather has defeated your grandfather, so Mr. Deve Gowda as well, and there's been what you can say, they're political rivals as well. How do you see this fight? Because it looked like the Congress has gone to the ground and talking about their guarantees, saying that we have done this in Karnataka, we have replicated in Telangana, we will do it for the rest of the country. And here the BJP has gone to the JDS will go with any party who will want to come to power.
When you actually do survey on the ground level, the guarantees are not the popular guarantees today. Through guarantees, we are only seeing a part of advantage what the people have taken. That's about 25 to 30% of the advantage. Yeah. But the damages that have been done by the guarantees is much more than the people who are seeking advantage out of it. So when you take guarantees, I think it's a very failure scheme. And moreover, what you were talking about the past, when Prajwal was defeated by Prajwal defeated Deve Gowda, that circumstances were really different. But when you talk about today's circumstances, it's entirely different. People are educated, people know whom they are voting for and what they're doing, and people have immense knowledge now towards how the development has happened after Deve Gowda's legacy has started in Hassan district. You can see today, the infrastructure, the connectivity, and the connectivity towards the poorest of the poorest people, the remotest of the remotest region, and moreover, the rural-based, how it has developed when it comes to infrastructure like hospitality, as I said, even education level. We have every 5 kilometers today, we have about a college or a school education system in our district. So these are the achievements which have brought us back to power and keep us as a stronghold here. So I think when you talk about the general aspect, today everyone says that JDS and BJP has always been on the working progress side. And Congress has never been on the progress side. They are always just pointing out fingers and saying, they have not done this, they have not done that. But let me ask you something. What is Congress contribution to the Hassan district from last 30-40 years? What is the contribution from their side? Absolutely zero. And it's not that I am talking. It's about even the general public can talk about it. They can only just say bad mouth about the candidate, but they can't say that they have done something or they have done work towards the district improvement. Nothing at all, absolutely zero. So when you take all these consideration, I think the polarization of the voters is towards one side, and they know whom we should vote and who will work for us, who will stay with us, who will really be there for us when it's needed. So it is a clear indication that BJP and JDS is in a strong position right now. And moreover, when you take even the vote pattern, JDS has taken about 6 lakh votes last election, which was the worst performance that we did. now it's getting better. Now the situation is getting better. And BJP has taken about 257,000 votes. That the situation is getting better. And there are more followers for Modi also. Today, like about 1 lakh additional vote over the first time voters are all Modi voters. Almost 90% are Modi voters. So when you take all these aspects, whereas Congress has just taken about 4,50,000-60,000 votes. When you take all these aspects, today people know whom we have to vote. And definitely there's a clear indication. Modi has to come into the power in Delhi. And Karnataka, 28 seats, we have to give it to Modi for our Karnataka development. That is.
So let me ask you this question. Now, the fact that you're saying the BJP, and the BJP JD is in an alliance in this election, but you have certain leaders, you have a rebellion in this seat itself. You have leaders who have been elected MLAs, I'm talking about Pritham Gowda here, who's not working and he's not even taking your name during campaigns. Is it affecting the morale?
It's not a re-elected MLA. He still is I think he's defeated by Swarup actually, but that's okay. But then, Pritham is also supporting me. Pritham Gowda has already gone for canvas. See, when it comes to NDA, we have the unity today. We are united. We are united for one reason. We are united for one reason is because we need this. We need a strong leader for this nation. And what we are looking at is Narendra Modi.
That's not hurting you. He's not coming for campaigns.
He's coming. That's a wrong perception that any media has or anybody else has. So I want to clear it out through CNN or News18 that you have to understand that, there is absolutely zero rebellious things here. We are all united for one reason, that is for Narendra Modi to become Prime Minister, and we are strong. We know what we are doing, and we are assuring you this seat is going to be the gift for the Narendra Modi.
Hassan at best is known as a place where you can reflect dynastic politics, is what is said. And people also talk about, now we are seeing it also. One side you have how Shreyas comes from his grandfather's line, you come from yours. Does it, when it comes as a family fight as well, does it become more vociferous? Does it become more rough on the ground?
As I said, there was absolutely zero contribution for this district from their family side. So right now, a lot of people have forgotten their family. So the thing is over here is, we are not going to talk about family dynastics over here. When you take about the people who are pointing out as saying that family politics. Okay, tell me, how many people in 28 districts come from the family line, political family line? Me, there's one or two more from India perspective. But when it comes to Congress line, there are more than 16 to 18 people who directly come from the family dynasty line. And what do you say about that? Is that fair to call 3 people who are standing from a different party to be blamed all on the family dynasty politics, whereas 18 people from their party is contesting today in this Lok Sabha because they have lost hope, and the Karyakartas have lost hope on the Congress. Karyakartas are today, they know that we are not able to win against this, NDA alliance, and they also know the Congress is not strong enough because Congress has never been a Karyakartas party. It's always been a cadre level party, which supports only certain cadres, certain people, and it will not support any common Karyakartas. Today we can assure you that every district, except some 2-3 districts, we have given a common Karyakarta as a party member, and we are bringing them up in every district, and we are sending them to Delhi to make a voice for every district and every caste and every religion. We are standing by them, and we are going to win this election, and we are going to stand by them strongly and going to protect Karnataka.
Your grandfather, Mr. Deve Gowda, despite his ill health, has been on the ground. It's sweltering heat, close to 40 degrees and more here. Your uncle as well, Mr. H.D, your former Chief Minister, also campaigning for you. He's also recovering from an operation as well. The family coming together at this time, how much is that as a boost for you? Especially Mr. Deve Gowda, because I remember he vacated the seat for you as well.
The thing is, when it comes to my family, right, there is a wrong perception outside saying that, we don't talk to each other. Absolutely, there's nothing like that. We are very united. Our family is a very strong bonded family. We come from a very cultural family where we see as everyone, including Kumar Swami, we call it as Chikappa. But we still call him as Appa because he's like a dad for us, end of the day. When it comes to Nikhil, we are so united. So we have absolutely zero disturbance in our family. We are very strong united. And I'm blessed that everyone from my family member, it's just not my chikappa and it's not just my grandfather. Even my aunt, even my uncles who are not in politics, direct politics, they're coming to me. They're going to canvases. They're saying we should be united. We should bless Prajwal Revanna. We should bless Manjunath. We should bless Kumar Swamy. We should bless every other 28 candidates. We have to go united with NDA and support Narendra Modi. Today, the whole point of issue is it's not Prajwal Revanna. It's not any other 28 candidates. It's a direct fight between Narendra Modi, who is protecting our country, who is there for our country, who is working for our country tirelessly, and people who are just blaming and just trying to tint image of Narendra Modi. It's a direct fight between them. So people of Karnataka and people of India know whom to vote. June 4th, it's going to be a big celebration. We are going to win more than 400 seats. That's what I'm saying.
Questions of the BJP manifesto. One is the fact that the BJP has talked about one nation, one election, and also about the Uniform Civil Code. What are your views on it?
It's a good thing. Let me tell you, every election that we are facing today is a burden for the country's revenue. End of the day, every election when we fight, right, the government is spending taxpayers' money. And who's responsible for taxpayers' money? It's us who have got elected is responsible for taxpayers' money. End of the day, we are, lavishly spending taxpayers' money, which is just waste of time and waste of money. And whose money? That is people's money. We don't have any authority over it. We have to spend it efficiently. We have to spend it in a better way, because we have to be accountability to people, which Congress never had which never Congress had an issue on spending public's money. Even today, when you take guarantees, it's not their own money they're spending. It's the taxpayers' money who are working hard for this nation, who are working hard for themselves, who are paying taxes promptly, saying that our India has to develop, our India has to grow up, and India has to be the next biggest nation, who have dreams for India. Today, these people are suffering because of this Congress stupid guarantees. So, Narendra Modi ji's vision is, the taxpayers' money should never go invalid. It has to be validated. It has to have some reason for it. So when you do one election and one nation and one election, the concept is to save the taxpayers' money and make one election at one time and finish the election so that we'll have broad perspective. We will have a broader perspective, because this used to happen before. I think after Congress UPA won, these split elections started. So Narendra Modi's vision is very absolutely right, and we don't defend it. It's an actual fact that it has to happen. It is good for the nation. So we are for it, and we'll definitely support one nation and one election. And also at the same time, whatever the vision that Narendra Modi sir is having, we definitely support it, because we have to protect our people end of the day.
And there's one prestigious project which every Indian is very proud of, is putting a man on the moon. And why I ask you this question in Hassan is because it's a very close connection. The master control facilities out of Hassan, and that anything that happens in ISRO is a pride to people of Hassan as well.
That is actually located in Salgame, which is in the headquarters of the Hassan district. We are so happy that, when Chandrayaan 2 landed there in the moon, we just came to know certain aspects of the technical control was done by you. So the pride comes back to us again a little bit. Somewhere that, that the love for the nation and India has achieved so much in a shorter period of leap, because see, when you talk about NASA, it's been there for a long period of time, and the strength towards the NASA has been given from the long duration of the time. But whereas ISRO was always neglected somewhere, even though our scientists had the better brains and the better vision for this country. So just imagine, I'll just give you one example. Chandrayaan 2, the project cost was nearly 1/3 of the NASA project. Just imagine, so efficiently our scientists could achieve something so better. And moreover, the place that they landed, which was impossible, and there were so many messages the day before it landed saying that it's going to be a failure message, it's going to be a failure mission, it's not going to be possible, it's not going to... Even the biggest of the biggest brains did message us. But then our scientists could achieve it and prove it that India could do better, and India can do it better in an efficient way, is something we're so proud of. So what Narendra Modi sir's vision is, we have to support the scientists and take their knowledge and build our nation to tomorrow's better standards of our nation and to put our India into a better place in a map in the whole of the world is what is our vision is. And today we are achieving that. And we are 100% on the track and we will support it. In 2040, they have again announced, ISRO has announced saying that it's a glorious day for us. I think 2 days back, they announced saying that in 2040, again, we are going to put another, like spaceship on the, spacecraft on the moon. So these things and the leap and the courage that we are giving them, and they can come out today and speak to the media and to the nation saying that we will put again another spaceship towards on the moon is so great that I think it's because of the Narendra Modi's, vision, and it's because of the support of the Narendra Modi, and it's because that the India is standing behind them. Today, the ISRO has got the courage to come back to India and saying that, like, we will put another spaceship to the moon. So these things, when you take these aspects, I really think India can do much better in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Till the Narendra Modi is there, we are going to be with them and we're going to support them forever.
I have one last personal question. You watched him in the parliament, the Prime Minister as well, and you watched him closely as an MP. What learnings have you had from the Prime Minister?
So, what I have seen from Narendra Modi is, as an young parliamentarian, I really think which impresses me. I literally see that thing in two biggest leaders in our NDA alliances right now. One is the Deve Gowda, who has a lot of immense patience. And I see the same thing in Narendra Modi, sir. And Narendra Modi, sir, doesn't just comment on anything else. He's so sensible when he talks. He doesn't offend anybody. But the way he tells, I think even the opposition people goes to a laughter and tells Narendra Modi is the best. So that's the biggest advantage that Narendra Modi has. And I think Narendra Modi has won just not the Indian hearts, he has also won opposition hearts. And I'm one of the examples for that.
Thank you so much for talking to us and best of luck in your campaign. So very clearly here, as we said, Hassan, we've seen so much of what is happening in the election with Prajwal Revanna contesting against Prajwal Gowda as well, the Congress, and here it is the BJP-JDS alliance, but this is a JDS seat because the BJP has given the seat to them, and the election just got interesting because it has a lot of dynastic politics also put in it. With Vijay Manada, Roni Swami in Hassan for CNN News 18.